What does democracy mean to you?
Democracy means being able to express yourself, use your voice, use your vote, and to have a safe environment where all men and women are created equal and we get equal chances to do whatever and chase our dreams.
Thank you. And we are dealing with a lot of corruption that we are seeing in the government today. What does corruption mean to you, and when was enough for you?
Oh, enough was enough for me when he came down the elevator. Um, the the corruption that we see right now is it's so in our face, it's so offensive, it's so brutal. I think that when you when we keep continuously pushing that line of, people haven't done anything against the Epstein files, people haven't stood up against any of the racist remarks he's made, any of the sexist remarks he's made, that was more than enough for me. And I feel that at this point, like, what is corruption? If you were to ask me couple years ago, maybe not a couple years ago, if you were to ask me 40 years ago, I'd say Watergate was corruption. Now Watergate looks like a Tuesday morning for us. So we keep moving that bar, and now we're here because in the United States we're having a no kings protest when the U.S. has never had kings.
Absolutely. And this is a lot of energy and passion today at this protest. But what else do you think people could be doing in this moment in time?
Oh my goodness, educate yourselves. That is the number one thing. Educate yourself, educate your neighbors, have those tough conversations, read books, read media, learn some media literacy. Even if you're not super into books, art, culture, talking to people, it's the main thing that you can do. I have had the absolute pleasure of having an amazing education, of learning and confronting your own biases is the most important thing. If you're reading a book and you're thinking like, man, this is making me really uncomfortable, you're doing the right thing. I'm from Texas, and I grew up in I will say, a very racist state. I grew up and I had to unlearn a lot of those racist mentalities, a lot of those sexist mentalities, and that's my responsibility as an ally, as a Latina, as a second generation Mexican American. That is my duty to continue pushing forward and trying to be better. It takes a lot of self reflection, takes a lot of work, but it's our responsibility to be good citizens and to uplift each other. We're a community, and we're not acting like a community, and that's why we're stuck in this situation.
And looking around this crowd and everything that you've just said, what do you think is missing? What do you think the people of this country should be doing?
Again, educating themselves as much as possible. I think there needs to be a lot more action from Congress. I think there needs to be a lot better access to information, other than just, unfortunately, like, a lot of people get their information from TikTok. I feel that there's so much more that we could be doing, but I think a lot of it is just holding our leaders accountable and stop falling for ridiculous propaganda and blatant lies.
And do you have anything else you want to get off your chest today?
Anything else I want to get off my chest?
It's a free question. Free question.
I want everybody to not lose hope. I know that it's really, really hard, and I know some days I wake up and I think, what's going to kill me first, global warming or a war? But it's our duty to continue to hope, to continue believing in each other, to continue believing in ourselves and our future, and in just being the change that we want to see in the world. I wake up and I'm overwhelmed, but I just say to myself, I can do this all day.
Thank you so much for your time today.
It was nice to meet you.
Appreciate it.